It's super relaxing in here. It's great. I mean, I come here to reconnect, stay in the present, pull out my favourite V&A book, and dream. I love to surround myself with objects, for they inspire. Not just the energy they bring with them, but my relationship to them. Where I found them, the excitement of the unknown. That one key in a door that opens the door and opens another door and another door, the hunt, if you like. They create a dialogue and they stir emotions. And when those emotions are stirred, I'm able to create. I'm John Galliano, and today I'm really happy to share with you some of my objects of affection. Objects I've collected through the years, whether it be traveling historically or geographically. Come on, Japes. Hello. Here we are in a room that used to be a monastery, which is where the monks lived in the 1700s. And I would like to share with you this collage that I produced. I was very lucky to meet a fabulous lady called Madame Chirac. That's Gypsy, she has a cold, excuse us. She was running the museum in Auvergne, Museum of Aubusson, and I was fascinated with the tapestries. And it was there that I was introduced to these pieces of art, really, called cartoons. And cartoons are the first expression, if you like, that the artist would make in gouache paints. Sometimes you'll find borders or panoramics, landscapes, and I've kind of cut them up and put them together to create this collage. And I love the idea, the trompe-l'oeil effect, if you like, of the real trees swaying and refracting in their light, and then this image in front of it. I was playing with the idea of outside in and the inside out. And it works, It's super relaxing in here. It's great. I mean, I come here to reconnect, stay in the present, pull out my favorite V&A book, and dream. I would love to introduce you to my favorite house guest. She's in a really good mood today, so we're all super happy because yesterday her favorite hat was sent to Paris and it was biked over this morning, so she's super thrilled. And I'd love to introduce you to Auntie. Auntie is an artist model. Auntie is 110 years old. My sternest critic. She does all the fittings with me. I found her in Montmartre, and I kind of like to imagine that maybe she was struck a pose and inspired some of those younger artists who would have frequented that area. This is Auntie. Well, these are called sudare. They're 1750s, I think, from a Japanese monastery. The best fun was choosing the accessories. Some of them are even trimmed with gold lame ribbons from Coco Chanel. I was very lucky to meet a fabulous lady called Lilou Marcon, and she invited me to have tea with her. At that first tea, the most wonderful thing happened. I don't know if something fell out of her pocket or it was already on the floor. I really can't remember. And she picked it up and it was like a little cochon, a little pig, and she offered it to me. And while offering it to me, she informed me that it had been given to her by Coco. So along the walls, you'll see a collection of paintings, drawings, aquarelles, photographs that mean a lot to me. That mean a lot to me because they stir emotion. And when emotions are stirred, I can start to create. And over here, you'll see a fantastic black and white picture by Mr. Penn, Irving Penn, who I had the greatest pleasure and honor to meet and to work with. Often when I've been stuck on complicated dresses and things. I just, come on, John, you've got to work this out. You've got to get this one out because Mr. Penn's going to photograph it. And somehow his energy penetrates me in the creative process, and I always finish the dress. So I like to have the spirit of Mr. Penn in the room. I'd always try to work out the light and how did he do this and how was that and this shape. And then when I saw the way he worked and that it was with God's light, with the real light, and that he would paint like a watercolor and around you, it's really special. I mean, there's good energy. This is a wonderful fashion illustration by a gentleman called Howard Tangney. Howard is now retired, but up until not so long ago, he was still the life drawing, the fashion illustrating tutor at St. Martin's School of Art. I spent a lot of time with Howard. You know, you feel him breathing down your shoulder and neck. My drawings were quite labored to begin with, as they often are. So he would give me a lot of tests, if you like. Okay, John, we've got 60 seconds here. I want you to get the spine down, map out the head and the hip, and speed drawing. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was training the retina to stay on the subject and never look down at the paper. And it was Howard who was really kind of building me up to become a fashion illustrator. I'd love to invite you into the Salon Jaune. That room has a wonderful energy, and this is a fantastic yellow inspired from pipi de vache. So they would feed the cows mangoes. We got a nickname for the Salon Jaune, and that's Madame Le Pigeon's Salon. Like with a lot of my collections, I created a narrative. I wanted to produce some lumiere and also something that looked like it had been here when we moved in. It hadn't. I worked with a fantastic artist called Eloise d'Argent. I told her my fantasy, if you like, and obsession with the 1700s and the idea to create this artwork. She had to find a place that would be able to cook these tiles. We had to find an oven that would take on the number of tiles required so that it would all match. It was quite a number to produce, but I think you'll agree, it looks like it's been here forever. That gives me great, great joy to contemplate and lose myself in the story. The young boy watering his potager and offering flowers to the lady of the manor. I would love to introduce you to one of my favorite images ever. It's an image by Brassai, and it's of Madame Le Bijou. Madame Le Bijou has inspired many a collection. I still lose myself in this image. The volume of the coat, the hat, the voile, the jewels, the fallen stockings, the tap dancing shoes. I mean, it's just an endless dialogue with Madame Le Bijou. She's amazing. I'm so happy to have shared these things with you. I guess what one could learn from this is how much objects of affection mean to me and how, through the dialogue I create and how I juxtapose certain things, they stir emotion, and it's a magical place to be. Thank you.